I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story on Dillon Danis gives his side of the street fight with Anthony Taylor. Quote, I didn't feel it at all. Unquote. Dillon Danis has now given his side of his viral street fight with Anthony Taylor. El Jeffrey is slated to make his boxing debut on the Zone pay-per-view next against KSI next month, January 14th, 2023. While his last fight in the cage took place in 2019, the jiu-jitsu star did get into an altercation last month. Danis attended the weigh-ins for Misfits Boxing 3, a promotion run by his opponent, KSI. While there, Danis slapped and threw a coffee at KSI. The Bellator welterweight was okay. I don't know if he was chased. I'm gonna say he was confronted by the Nightmare. I don't know who the Nightmare is, and some other fighters. One of those names was Anthony Taylor, a veteran of Bellator himself. Pretty Boy is now making his name in the boxing ring, having faced Tom Fury and Chris Abiela recently. I don't know who Anthony Taylor is. I have no idea who that is. Went outside, Dillon Danis took a right hook from Anthony Taylor, and a video of the shot quickly went viral on social media. A month later, the jiu-jitsu star Dillon Danis has discussed how the whole incident went down. According to Danis, he didn't even know who Taylor was prior to the altercation. This is Dillon Danis talking about Anthony Taylor. He's a loser. I didn't know who it was. To be honest with you, this is what Dillon Danis told Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour. I thought it was a homeless guy chirping, yelling, we're going to record, and this guy screaming, you hurt my friend KSI. And I was like, who the F is this? Just get this out of here. He continued, I didn't even feel it. I didn't have a mark. I didn't even know who that is. He punched me, Anthony Taylor, because he's a loser and he wanted to make a name for himself. It probably did. It probably the most. I don't even know who that is, I swear. This is more of Dillon Danis talking about Anthony Taylor. It's the most effed up because I was with two people who can't fight. We came outside. Hasim Rockman Jr. Camp is trying to fight me. Then there's a bunch of boxing guys that want to do it, and a bunch of YouTubers all just trying because they know I'm the effing king, and they're going to get clicks after, unquote. Okay, wow. Now, I did watch this interview. Like I said, I'm not a Dillon Danis hater. I'm not an Ariel Helwani hater. So I did watch the hour plus interview with Dillon Danis and Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour. The one thing that this article does not mention, and it seems like no one mentioned except for Dillon Danis, is that he has a video of him throwing a punch, not at Anthony Taylor, but he threw a punch at someone else. And he knocked the person down to the ground. It was a very good right hook. Dillon Danis landed. When Dillon Danis said, hey, play the video that I have on my timeline, Ariel Helwani did not know what he was talking about. And they did research it. And there is a video of Dillon Danis throwing a clean right hand in this sequence here, throwing a clean right hand to someone and landing the shot and not knocking the person out, but he definitely put the person on the ground. And I think that shot was way better than this Anthony Taylor thing. Obviously, Dillon Danis is talking some truth. I wouldn't say he's the most hated. I don't really understand why he's. I mean, I guess I do understand why he's so hated, but clearly, throwing a punch at Dillon Danis is going to get more clicks than when he throws a punch at someone else, right? But he does have a clip of him in this altercation, not with Anthony Taylor, The Anthony Taylor shot landed. It was a nice shot. It, backed up Dillon Danis a few steps, and Ariel Helwani was like, "Hey, what was gonna happen if the truck wasn't there?" He was trolling. He was trolling. Dillon Danis is like, "Listen, I wasn't gonna. He didn't knock me out. I mean, come on." But the shot that they showed of Dillon Danis on his timeline, and he threw a clean right hand, not to Anthony Taylor, right, but to someone else, and he knocked that person down, and that was a clean shot. So I thought that shot was better. I thought that wasn't getting a lot of attention. I thought that would have been mentioned in this article, that, this little light shot that Dillon Danis took, made him step back take a few steps back, and he wasn't knocked out. But the shot that he threw, Dillon Danis threw a clean shot to someone with a right hook, landed, knocked the person down. And Ariel Helwani, I think even Ariel Helwani, I feel like he kind of underplayed it. He was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. But what happened when Anthony Taylor, right? He just kept, he was trolling also, saying, hey, what would happen if the truck wasn't there? You were going to be knocked out. But either way, let me know your opinion of this story. Have you seen the Anthony Taylor, this sequence right here, this altercation with Anthony Taylor threw a right hand that clearly landed on Dillon Danis' chin? And have you seen Dillon Danis' video where he throws a right hook and lands on someone's chin? Did you watch the MMA hour interview with Dillon Danis and Ariel Helwani? And let me know your opinions on that. As I said, I did watch that entire interview. Pretty interesting interview. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we had a story about Dillon Danis gives his side of the street fight with Anthony Taylor. Quote, I didn't feel it at all. Unquote. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the $1 donation button. And please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.